Monday, so let's get started. What we witnessed Jasmine Crockett said on the floor about Leslie Zellman and A. Jeffrey Epstein is proof why we need to look at the debate and speech clause of the Constitution really well.
You talked about Republicans taking money from A. Jeffrey Epstein. Here's what you said.
Who also took money from somebody named Jeffrey Epstein, as I had my team dig in very quickly. Mitt Romney, the NRCC, Lee Zeldin, George Bush, Win Red, McCain Palin, Rick Lazio.
You mentioned Lee Zeldin there. He's now a cabinet secretary. He responded and said it was actually Dr. Jeffrey Epstein, who's a doctor that doesn't have any relation to the convicted sex trafficker. Unfortunate for that doctor, but that is who donated to a prior campaign of his. Do you want to correct the record on the people that
Listen, I never said that it was that Jeffrey Epstein, just so that people understand when you make a donation, your picture is not there. And because they decided to spring this on us in real time, I wanted the Republicans to think about what could potentially happen because I knew that they didn't even try to go through the FEC. So my team, what they did is they Googled. And that is specifically why I said A. Jeffrey Epstein. Unlike Republicans, I at least don't go out and just tell lies. Because it was not the same one, that's fine. But when Lee Zeldin had something to say, all he had to say was it was a different Jeffrey Epstein. He admitted.
He's retarded. The debate and speech clause of the Constitution says you can't arrest or lock someone up who's on the floor, they're just debating, unless it's for treason, bribery, or breach of peace. If a congresswoman or congressman goes on the floor and openly lie, that should not be covered. And I want y'all to just think of this right here. Look at what it says here. Take notice. It does not say they can't be sued. Do you remember when the late hell-written Harry Reid went on the floor in 2012 and said he got proof that Mitt Romney cheated on his taxes? Y'all remember that? And Mitt Romney was questioned about that. Harry Reid said it may have cost him the election. It was a lie. He said it worked, didn't it? And people give them that protection. Notice no one has tried to take that up to court and sue and say, hey, we need to interpret that to see, does that mean lies? Because the Second Amendment, that's the only constitutional right that says shall not be infringed upon, and we infringe upon it all the time. You can't be a felon. You can't be this, red flag laws, all these reasons why they can take the Second Amendment away. We find ways for that, but we can't find ways to be able to make sure when our congressmen and senators go on the floor and make a proclamation about an American citizen, it's not true. They have to be held to the highest standard. So tell me why Jasmine Crockett is not sued for that statement. But why? Because she's a congresswoman? So she get to lie and defend that lie continuously. That right there shows the Democrats are smart. They get in power and they sue the judges to get them to say, well, the Constitution says this. So it's a pretty open, broad way. While the Republicans just sit there, well, it's the Constitution or the Constitution. We don't need to say no. We don't need to say no. The Constitution or the Constitution. Constitution or the Constitution. Constitution or the Constitution. And that's all we do. And why the American people like myself, you want to know why I voted for Donald Trump? You know why I sent Donald Trump to Washington? 3 times I did. It's because he knows what to do to Democrats. He's investigating Adam Schiff like he's supposed to. He's investigating Letitia James. He's investigating James Comey, John Brennan, John Bolton. That's what I sent him to Washington to do. And also throw all them Somalis out.